Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. It is the Championship playoff final against Sunderland, a team who finished just 2 points above us, a team that we have beaten once this season, and a team who have beaten us once this season. This could not be more even if it tried. The previous meetings, it's been a win, a defeat, a win, a defeat, a win. Let's hope that it doesn't go with form, and let's hope that it is another win. The good news on our side is our recent form is excellent. Actually, let me just have a quick check. Our form is beyond excellent. We've won our last 6. We've actually won. I mean, going back to the 17th of February. Look at that. That is a ridiculous run of form. All we need is one more win. And then we will be a Premiership side once again. Ah, yes, there is somewhat of an injury problem going on as well. Clive Todd has picked up an injury. Joey Guest has picked up an injury. Johnny Davison picked up an injury. Andrea Damjanov, he's on international duty. Because, you know, we don't need him. It's not like it's an important game. And obviously, Nisiala is still injured. Let's try and fix this. We're going to go with the attacking formation as well. We are going to go with Leonardo Suarez in goal, Steve Simpson, Xavier Bulistic, Jan Schmidt and Jamal as the back four. Dave Shepherd, Adam Fenton, Dennis Montoya and Luke Morgan are the midfielders. Paul Oakdina partners Ivan Bulger-Basic. Dave Shepherd is this guy. He's been around for a while. He's played a few games, 6 off the bench. He's actually played 1 in the Carabao Cup where he scored and got an assist. This is a huge opportunity for Dave. He's been in it. I think he came through the same youth team as like Oakdina and stuff, so he was part of our golden generation. He's not as good as the others, but he's still 2 stars, so he's still not terrible. I was told that I should have a meeting, a pre-match meeting with the team. I didn't want to do that because every time I do a pre-match meeting, I always balls it up massively. So I just went, you know what? Let's not bother with one. Let's just try. And let's go and play Sunderland. 90,000 capacity Wembley Stadium. Little bit of a kit clash going on. Let's try and get in the Premier League at the second time of asking in the playoff final. The first highlight of the game is on 6 minutes. Shepherd on the ball. His first start in the league, technically. Simpson crossed in. The keeper, good luck me trying to say that. Mitroshikin, sure. Cleared upfield. Coco. Ball forward. Castro's not going to get there. Bulistic does. Montoya, whose yellow card now, doesn't make a blind bit of difference, so he can start this game. Oakdina wins the header. Fenton out to Dave Shepherd. Where is Shepherd going to go? Oakdina gets it in the middle. Plays it to Luke Morgan. He's in the penalty area. 7 minutes on the clock. The 16-year-old in his debut season as a professional footballer on this game has put us 1-0 up in the playoff final. Already, we are performing much better than the last time we were at this point. I'm genuinely concerned. Or not concerned, just nervous, worried, panicky. To be honest, I mean, it's not going to be entertaining, but I'd like there to be 0 highlights until the end of the game now. Half an hour in, and I am getting my wish. We have had no highlights. There's only been 4 shots all game. It's not exactly a thriller. We do have another highlight. 40 minutes on the clock. Montoya back to Jamal. Crossed in. Dave Shepherd's there. Dave Shepherd just wide of the post. Could you imagine Dave Shepherd scoring? It is half-time. We are 1-0 up. 1-0 to the good. We are playing better. We've had more shots. They've had a little bit more possession. They've also been fouling like it is going out of fashion. The team talk wasn't exactly encouraging, was it? Let's just go straight into the second half. Another goal would be great. Not conceding would be even better. Sunderland have to come out in the second half and actually attack me, don't they? I mean, there's no point in them sitting back. Fran Garcia and Castro, 6.3 and a 6.1 in their strike force. That's where they're falling down. They're having a lot more chances. I'm getting worried that it's going to happen. There's no highlights. Like no highlights at all was happening. 75 minutes on the clock. I'm going to do a sub. Bulger Basic is coming off. Petrelli is going to come on. That'll do. Just do that. I've just wasted a little bit of time. There is 15 minutes left of normal time to play. 10 minutes left. Suarez with a free kick inside his area, over the halfway line. Only as far as one of their players, Green. Ball forward, Castro's not going to get there. Bulistic does. Back to the keeper. Suarez, first time clearance, only as far as Schmidt. What are you doing, Schmidt? Clear it. Clear it, Suarez. He does. Wasn't the best clearance. Grujic, Jimenez, Coco into Green. Green taken a couple of touches, and Andre Green has put it in the bottom corner. It's 1-1. Should have taken our opportunities when they were there in the first half. I'm going to encourage them. I mean, that's all I can really do. There's a highlight straight away. Don't be a goal for them, be a goal for us, please. Simpson to Fenton. Fenton to Shepherd. Shepherd's ball forward to Petrelli. Petrelli's got Oakdina in the box. It wasn't a good header. Laycock. Grujic. Back to the keeper. Back to Laycock. Upfield to Coco. This is actually going to be a Sunderland goal, isn't it? Castro's running onto it. Bula Sticks doesn't get there, and mother flipper. Tactically, we need to go overload. I don't know what we can. Oh, we can't do this again. Not another year. There is not a lot of time left. I'm going to demand more. We're on 84 minutes, and we have a Sunderland attack. Scaros crossed in. Suarez gets the ball. Let's build from the back. Get an equaliser. I want to go to extra time. They scored 2 goals in the space of, 12 seconds. I don't know. Luke Morgan with a header. Oakdina. Through ball. Wasn't a good through ball. Back to the keeper. Cleared upfield. Bula Sticks gets the ball. Fenton. Davy Shepherd's got some space. Does find Shepherd. Plenty of players in the box. Crossed in. It's cleared. Only as far as Montoya. Luke Morgan's not going to get there. Grujic. Clears upfield. Castro's going to get on the end of that. They're going to be 3-1 up, aren't they? Castro jumps a tackle that was nowhere near him. Castro forward. Gets the ball back. Jamal Fossum. Green's had a go. He's had it saved. What is happening? This cannot go down like this. There's 2 minutes left to play. What am I'm not doing anything. What's happened? Dave Shepherd, get off the pitch. I've got no options. Right. Jim Glendon, I know you're not a right-sided midfielder, but you're going to have to do. What do I do? I can't do anything. I mean, we're going overload. It's not going to happen. We've done it again. We've bottled it once again. 94 minutes on the clock. And they're just going to pass it around. And who do I blame? Because we've cocked it up again. We were looking comfortable. Get the ball up the pitch. We're 30 seconds over. That is it. That is actually over once again. Don't be showing me this. I don't want to see this. Again. Another season. Another season in the Championship. That's what we have to deal with. Their performance was disappointing. I'm getting angry with you. That was unacceptable. Your performance wasn't disappointing. You were crap. Blackburn in disappointing collapse. 81 and 82 minutes. That was literally, it was 30 seconds or 60 seconds. And that was it. That was just our undoing right there. We lost 11 games all season. 11. The team that won the league lost 10. I've just been staring at this for 10 minutes, and this is just so frustrating, because what I'm going to have to do now is there's a whole load of players here. Gary Hobbs-Lowe already wants to leave. Joey Seams wants to get promotion within the next couple of seasons. Don't think that's going to happen, Joey, the way we're playing. We're going to struggle massively to keep hold of some of our bigger players, Borja Basic this year was on fire. Damianov has been a ridiculous player. Montoya's been ridiculous as well. We are going to struggle massively to keep hold of some of these players. If we can't offer Premiership football, next season we have to do it. Looking at this though, next season we're finishing 12th again, aren't we? We ain't going to go back to mid-table. Sasa, what are you talking about? Sasa guarantees promotion next season. Don't guarantee anything, Sasa. We can't even beat Sunderland when we were 1-0 up. Well, some good news then, by the looks of it. Rookie Todd claims award. Clive Todd has won EFL Young Player of the Year. Congratulate him. He's actually had a really good season. Players named in Team of the Year. Jan Schmidt got in there. Really? Jan Schmidt, last few games, you got 6.4 in the last match. You were probably the reason we didn't get through. Danny Salvagione has got top scorer in Serie A, somehow. 16 goals in 30 games. That's ridiculous. End of season awards and stuff and things going on then. So, who actually broke into the overall best 11? Paul Oakdina on the bench. Was that it? Surely someone else had to break in. I know Michael Gasser is now in the first team. I don't know whether he was last year. Jamal, apparently a centre-back. I don't think that's the thing either. Steve Simpson's there. He's been around for a while. Fans Player of the Year goes to Jim Glendon. Goal of the season goes to Clive Todd for that goal that I showed you a few episodes ago at Petrelli. Signing of the season, Jim Glendon, Young Player of the Season. Bulger Basic gets 19 goals and 16 assists. That's a huge amount of contributions to goals there. That is insane. Jim Glendon, highest average rating. Dennis Montoya, best pass. Bulger Basic, 8 Man of the Match awards. Dennis Montoya loves a card. 14 yellows and 1 red as well. Season review then. Blackburn had been expected to finish in the top half of the table and will be delighted to find themselves finishing in the playoff spaces. We're not delighted, we're annoyed we lost in the final. Rovers were one of the competition's surprise packages, constantly defying expectations and owing largely to an impressive spell of form in December. It wasn't December, it was from February till the end of the season. We're able to celebrate a successful campaign. It doesn't feel like a successful campaign. End of team meeting. Passionately. I want to go up automatic. Some of them, quite a few of them were okay with it. I'm very confident. You guys, it's only Damyanov and Bulger Basic really that I care about in that list. That's the sort of reaction I wanted. Good, everyone's up for it. Alright, everyone's gone on holiday as well. 5 weeks of pre-season, because I give them as much time as possible during pre-season. Right, now what we're going to do, everyone's not quite on holiday yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the players we've got and show you kind of how well they've improved. Let's start with Leonardo Suarez, who I can't really remember how good he was when we signed him, but oh my word, he's a ridiculous goalkeeper. There is a reason why Carreras is being kept out of the side, and that is why. Speaking of Carreras, this is him in terms of comparison with Suarez. He's not as good. He's still a very good keeper, but Suarez is the much better goalie in my opinion. And the other keeper that we should probably mention is Johnny Davison. He's played a couple of games this season. He's kind of been demoted to third choice. Probably going to look at moving him on in the summer. Maybe. I might loan him out. I don't know. He's not worth a lot of money, so selling him is kind of pointless. We don't have a huge amount of defenders, but one of the ones we do have is Xavier Bulastix, who's missed most of the season with a broken leg. He's a very good option for us. He's only 24 as well. We've got him for 2 more years at least on his contract. Probably going to look at extending that soon. Jamal, a player that we've had now for, 3 years? And I think over the 3 years, he's developed pretty well. He's a defensive fullback, although we play him as a normal fullback. He's only 5'5", bless him. French left-sided defender. Really, really good mentally and physically. Technically not the best, but he's good marking and tackling. One of the unsung heroes of our team, I reckon, is Steve Simpson. He has played pretty much every single game for the last, 3 years or so. He's only 22. He's only 22. He's not worth a huge amount of money. Like Bulastix, he's got 2 years left on his contract, but he is wanted now by Premiership clubs. So trying to keep hold of this guy. Look how consistent he's been for the last few years. Trying to keep hold of Steve Simpson is going to be very tough. Gaishal Nisiala is one of the players who's come in fairly recently. I think we got him in the summer, and he's not really improved, but he's a very good option, and he's a natural Mazzala, which, as you can probably tell, we are playing a natural Mazzala as often as we can. Michael Gasser, another player who's been around now for what seems like forever, 23 years of age now. He is our number 7. I think he's our club captain as well. He's superb. He's really small. He's 5'5". Why have we got so many small players? But looking at him, he's really good. Obviously, aerially not the best, technically not the best, but he's a deep line playmaker. So as long as he can pass, that's kind of all we need him for. Dennis Montoya, our Costa Rican central midfielder who's now part Spanish. He's been here for a very long time. However, this season was his first year where he's actually able to play for us. He's wanted by some people as well. Don't be Premiership sides. I think both of them are, because we haven't played either of them this season. So, Dennis Montoya, once again, decent player. I think if anything, he's probably going to get poached by someone bigger soon. Luke Morgan, a player that we've mentioned a few times already this season, or the last few episodes, he's really good. He's only 16. He's also scored a goal at Wembley. Clive Todd, a player who, in all honesty, he's not massively impressive when it comes to his stats, but gets the job done. He's got 6 goals and 8 assists this season in 38 games. So, I do like Clive. He's been here a very long time as well. He's played, I think that, this season was this real breakout year. Yes, it was. So he went on loan to Wigan last year, spent a few seasons out in League One as well. So this season was his breakout year. He gets an average rating of 7.29, which is amazing. The player of the year, Jim Glendon, who, at the start of this season, he was loaned out at Portsmouth. He nearly spent an entire year playing for Portsmouth. Instead, we decided to recall him and give him 30 games, getting 6 goals, 7 assists, an average rating of 7.42. He was ridiculous, particularly at the start of the season. Later on in the season, he dropped off. We started playing Michael Gasser, and obviously Luke Morgan came in. But Jim Glendon, at 24 years old, he's kind of a bit of a late bloomer. Gary Hobslow, a player that I bought for, I think, way too much money. It was like £1 million. He's not getting any games. He's decent. He's not getting any games, and I'm probably going to try and sell him in the summer. Another one of our golden generation, I think. Adam Fenton, 18 years of age now. Attacking midfielder, although I play him mainly as a central midfielder. He's filth. For an 18-year-old, he is absolute filth, and I'm surprised no one has tried to actually pick this guy up yet. One of the few real players in our squad, Elia Petrelli, the Italian striker. We bought him on a free transfer from AC Milan at the start of the season. Scored 10 goals, got 8 assists in just 14 starts. He did come off the bench 16 times because we've been rotating our strikers quite frequently. I think he's done superb this season. He's actually loan listed because I didn't think he'd get many games. He got enough games, scored enough goals. Next season, he might be partnering Danny Salvagione. Not sure yet. My star for the season, Ivan Bulger Basic. 18 goals and 15 assists in the league. 1-1 in the FA Cup as well. Scoring goals for fun for Bosnia by the looks of it. 8 games, 6 goals and 1 assist there. Not exactly the best footballer. As a 6-foot striker, you'd expect he'd probably be better in the air, but he's not. But he's really physical. He's really attacking. I guess he's probably like a static target man, kind of. Not a target man, but like a Gary Lineker style. He'll just stay there and put the ball in the back of the net. Won't do a huge amount. Andrea Damjanov, the Bulgarian, a player who basically we played most of the season. He played most of it as a striker because I don't play an advanced playmaker, and I don't play wingers really. So I've kind of repurposed him as a striker, and he got 11 goals and 4 assists in 23 starts. So I think he did his job. He's really good. I suspect he's on 30 grand a week as well. I suspect in the summer he's going to be getting some interest from some bigger clubs. We might end up losing him. Paul Oakdina, the 19-year-old, another one from our golden generation. He's looking ridiculous as well. I mean, some of these players I don't even look at that often. Paul Oakdina is amazing. That's all I can say. He is an absolutely amazing player. 14 goals, 7 assists in 18 starts and 15 off the bench. He's also scored 3 penalties. Is that 3? That's penalty scored, isn't it? Not saved, surely. It is. It's penalty scored. So yeah, he's had a really good season. I mean, he went out on loan at the start of last season. Sorry, he went out on loan to Nottingham Forest. Didn't really play because I recalled him. So I mean, he's got 24 in 84 games, which is a decent turnaround for a striker. 19 assists as well, and 9 Man of the Match awards. Now, I didn't go through it at the time when we got our youth intake in, but there are some really good players that did come through. Obviously, Luke Morgan, the main one who's been playing first team football. Charlie Briggs, 15 years of age at the moment. He's come in. I can't remember where I'm training him to be because I'm training him up as a winger. No, go back to him. There we go. Right, so I'm training him up as a winger there. He's got 5-star potential. He's only 15. He's nowhere near first team standard at the moment, but given a couple of years in the under-23s, I think he'll be knocking on the door. Jim Walker is another one who came through the last intake of the youth players. Did he? I think he must have done. Apparently he's been here since 2024, but I haven't seen him. He's come through. He's, again, 5-star potential, 19 determination, so he's really, really good. He needs a bit of time again in the under-23s, but only 16 years of age. A player who joined us very recently, Lamine Deo, the Italian/Ivorian, he looks ridiculous. Since we signed him, I think he's improved massively. He's only played 9 under-23s games, but he's looking really good. I'm probably going to try and loan him out next year. He might go to like a League One side and probably play week in, week out. He's not very good, but Aaron Adams-Wheatley, I just like his name, and it's also really difficult to say. Andrea Buscarini, the guy that we've got from San Marino, he's still here. His contract's up in a couple of weeks. He's not really got better. He's not terrible. I think if he went out on loan and actually got some games, because basically no one really played him. The only team to play him was Chesterfield. And, I mean, he wasn't amazing, but at least he got 36 games. So yeah, that is a quick rundown of our squad. There's, as you can see, there's been a lot of improvement. Obviously, I didn't go through every player because there's a few that, I mean, they don't really matter. Basically, we haven't really played him. Like Alfie Jones, he's still here. Tarasi, they're still here. In the summer, we're probably going to have a bit of a clear out because there's quite a lot of dead wood in there. I mean, if you actually look at my under-23s, the size of the squad, pretty big. There's a lot of junk in there, so we'll probably try and get rid of some of those. If you actually look at our first team as well, it's not massive, but we've got a lot of players who've got a load of potential who just aren't getting any games, so we should probably try and either loan them out or sell them on with a decent percentage profit on there. Thank you very much for watching this episode. It's a disappointing episode. It feels like it was so long ago now because it's about half an hour ago for me. But it's a disappointing episode because we obviously failed at the second attempt in the playoff final, this time against Sunderland. Next year we go again and we go for automatic promotion. We have to do it. Can we see who got relegated? Who got relegated from the Championship? Championship, Premiership. So Burnley, Hull and Fulham all went down. Right, basically those three are going to be teams that we're challenging. One thing I am glad for, let's get off this, let's get off that. Millwall, not in our league anymore because they have been a pain. Every time they're here, Liberal Goulart, he scores a stupid amount of goals. He's worth £30 million. Just someone else buy him. Arsenal, Tottenham, Lyon, Leverkusen, Dortmund, loads of big clubs on him. Right, there you go. I mean, they bought him for £24 million. He's insane. He scored 30 goals in 39 games. That's going to do it then for this season. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I will be back for the next season with Blackburn Rovers. And I think what I'm going to say now, if we don't get promoted, we're done. We're out. I think I've taken the club as far as we can go. We are slowly creeping to be a better side. I mean, we've come from League One. We're now knocking on the door of the Premiership. Next season, if we don't make it, we are done.